Lila had once had a quiet, hopeful life, but her marriage to Dan changed everything. What started as a loving relationship turned toxic as Dan grew possessive and violent. Eventually, he drained her bank accounts, using her hard-earned money for his own needs, leaving her with nothing. After cutting her off from friends and family, he took complete control over her life. The abuse grew over time, and Lila knew she couldn't stay any longer. Late one night, Lila gathered what little she could carry and ran. She didn't take much, just a few clothes, a small bag, and her dog Milo, who had been her companion through thick and thin. Together, they wandered the city streets, trying to find a safe place to rest. For weeks they lived this way, barely getting by, with food never enough for both of them. Lila did her best to keep Milo fed, but one cold, rainy night, she woke up to find him too weak to go on. He passed quietly by her side, leaving her feeling more alone than ever. With nowhere to go, Lila continued searching for food and shelter in a city that felt cold and unwelcoming. Each day was a struggle as she scoured trash bins and visited soup kitchens, often feeling invisible and ashamed, wondering if she would be safe that night.
As the days turned into weeks and the weeks turned into months, what was left of Lila's savings had run out. Each night, she searched for a place to sleep, sometimes a park bench, sometimes a bus stop, and even times the stone-cold floor, with the thought of being moved along always being in the back of her mind. As winter grew stronger and the dark nights got colder, her mental and physical health decreased rapidly. At her lowest point, Lila found a charity called Aberdeen Cyrenians. Nervous but desperate, she entered, feeling the warmth and kindness of the staff drew her in. Lila found the courage to admit that she was homeless and needed help. They welcomed her with open arms. A caseworker named Sarah listened to her story without judgment. She learned about their abuse support services and took the brave step of reaching out for assistance. For the first time in months, Lila had a place to sleep, a roof over her head. She felt safe enough to start processing the trauma she had been through and slowly began to rebuild her life. With the help of the charity's housing services, she was able to move into her own small-town apartment. She began her job search with their support, eventually finding a renewed sense of purpose.
Clearly, the story of Lila isn't real. Her life story is a compilation of experiences. From our visits to the charity and from our research into the experiences of people who use the charity, elements of this story are common to all of them. But what we hope you understand is that stories like Lila's are sadly not uncommon in Aberdeen. That is why the work of Aberdeen Cyrenians is so vital.